Or what's good? What's good? What's good? We are back at it again with another live. Let me just get everything together, everything put together. Let's go. It's gonna be a very good live. I got a couple of things in plan, a couple of things in store. So let's go. Or what's good? What's good? What's good? We are back at it again with another live. Let's go. I just had to make sure everything's on. The Wi-Fi is good. Hang on. All right, let's go. Let's go. So, let me turn on my camera. Hang on. Give me 5 seconds. All right, here we go. What's good, guys? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. We're back at it again. Back at it again. Back at it again. And we got a couple of things in store today. I figured we can do a ranking on some of the worst scorecards ever. I don't want to spoil any of my scorecards, but we could do not a tier list because I don't have an actual tier list, but we can do a ranking where we go over each and every single scorecard and we rate, do we think that scorecard is good? Was it bad? Was it alright? Or was this scorecard one of the worst scorecards ever? And I have a couple of good scorecards in store, but obviously we got a couple of things to go over. So, Happy Punch posts, and they say Cristiano Ronaldo's new deal has him making more money per year than the entire UFC roster combined. So supposedly he's making $245 million a year, and that's more than Alex Pereira, Ilia Topuria, Islam Makhachev all combined. I thought that this was a little bit of a crazy post, but I think it makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. But guys, let me know. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Let me know. We're gonna get the show on the road. So let me stop gish galloping and let me get you guys intrigued. How you're greeted at the gates of hell. Obviously, I can't play the music, but Nina Drama drops a video. She drops a video. We got Gene Silva, Kyle Barala, Carlos Prates. We got the Fighting Nerds. I thought that was actually pretty funny. And then Conor McGregor let a fan into a $600,000 Rolls Royce.
Jump in the whip. Let me in. Here we go, folks.
Bro, I thought that this was actually pretty crazy, bro. I know I'm a little bit late, guys. I know I'm late. I'm late with this live. One thing for sure, guys, I'm late. And I was supposed to be a little bit live earlier, but obviously, you know, I had to go out, do some things, get that done. And then we went live. Obviously, I got 6 best bets in lock of the week coming out tomorrow. And then Friday, I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload. I don't think I'll be able to upload on Friday, but I'll definitely be able to hit you guys with my picks and predictions. Right here, we got Bichia signs. If you guys didn't know, Marcus Bichia Almeida will take on Martin Buday at UFC Abu Dhabi on July 26. If you guys didn't hear, Ramazan Tamarov is out of his fight, and somebody else stepped in. I believe Ramazan Tamarov popped. Let me make sure. Brian Ortega just tweeted right now saying August 23rd that he wants to fight. I believe Ramazan Tamarov, I believe he just popped. Give me 1 second, guys. So, this is what happened. Shout out to Kevin. Sometimes he's a good source, sometimes he's not a good source. But look, Ramazan Tamarov says he was training in Thailand and had various infections and wounds on him. Ramazan then says he asked his dermatologist what he should do and drank what was prescribed. 3 to 4 days later, Tamarov was tested and failed, causing UFC Abu Dhabi fight to be canceled. If you guys don't know, Ramazan Tamarov, I believe he was supposed to fight. Let me get this straight. Let me just get this straight really quick. I don't want to give no wrong information. Give me 5 seconds. I'm looking up Marcel. He's going to tell me. Ramazan Tamarov was supposed to fight Jose Ochoa. Ramazan Tamarov out. Asul Mabayev will now fight Jose Ochoa. And that fight that we were breaking down last week, I believe it was on Whitaker versus RDR card. Asul Mabayev was supposed to be on that card, and we were talking about it. But, now this makes everything crazier. Because, look, let's go to the Whitaker. What's up, KZ? I'm about to catch up to you. Whitaker, let's go to the Whitaker versus RDR card. You guys remember we were breaking this down? By the way, I hope everybody's having a great day. Tapology. Also, Mabayev had a good matchup here. I don't know who also. Oh wait, no, I think Temerov was supposed to fight also Mabayev, right? Yeah, they were supposed to fight. So now, what I wanted to say was, I think Temerov. I think this is a fight where it's gonna be crazy. He popped, but I don't want to say anything. So he said he was prescribed something by the doctor, and that's what tested positive. Excuse me, guys. Sorry for the mic. But he said that's what tested positive. But I don't know what's going on. But I think that this is a fight where also Mabayev might be able to win. Because Jose Ochoa just knocked out Cody Durden. Let me go to UFC rankings. What's up, Too Lit? I hope you're having a great day, my guy. What's up? Jose Ochoa just knocked out Cody Durden. Let me go to the rankings. I want to see. I feel like this is a big step up for Jose. Jose Ochoa is not even ranked, and he's fighting Asua Mabayev, who Asua Mabayev is ranked number 9. So Temerov was supposed to fight, crack into the top 10. Now Jose Ochoa gets a chance to crack into the top 10. That's crazy. Oh, you sent me it? All right, let me go. Thank you, KZ. I don't want it to pop up here. My guy, KZ. What did you say? I sent you an article. It was Temerov versus Mabayev. Yeah, Ochoa, short notice. Damn, that's what I just realized on the fly right now. I think this is also Mabayev's fight to win. Let's do a quick poll. Who wins? What's up, KZ? What's up, Too Lit? Asua Mabayev. Dude, Jose Ochoa, man. I thought Cody Durden was a big step up, but look at this. Where's the parenthesis? I can't. I'll just put new fight. Alright, guys. Get your votes in, guys. Get your votes in. Let me get this over here. KZ. Oh, he did fail a drug test. Damn, KZ. KZ with the article. Hope it doesn't ask me for my email. Festering wound triggers failed drug test, bounces top flyweight prospect from Abu Dhabi. It was my mistake. And he has to say this on it. I don't know, man. I don't know. What did he pop for? My fight against Abu Dhabi isn't canceled. The reason is that it was our fault when I arrived in Thailand. He had an infection in his leg. The wound began faster. As an athlete, I needed urgent treatment. When it was time, my medication consulted my nutritionist. I took the drug and drank it. What was it, though? 3 days later, the doping control team came to me and took samples, and it turned out later the drug contained a prohibited substance. What is this substance, though? The prohibited substance. Medicine properly. Temerov now. Damn. Alright, guys, let me get this out the way. KZ, you came in clutch with that article, my guy. Let me catch up to you guys. Lucas Tracy is live right now. First time in forever. I saw it. I was actually in there. And he had the GOAT Makhachev. He had Ilia Topuria under. Go look. Let's look at Ilia. Let's look at the tier list. I think it was Ilia Topuria under it. Arman Tsarukyan was all the way down. My guy Lucas Tracy is disrespecting Arman Tsarukyan. But facts. The guy popped, no way, I don't believe it. Facts. What's good, Too Lit MMA? I hope you're having a great day. I sent you the article. It was Temerov versus Mabayev. Yeah, I forgot. Thank you, KZ. Dude, I'm bored as shit right now. No lie. We got Moneyline later, so stay tuned, bro. We got Moneyline later. Cool to see you live, bro. Let's go. This is with them dreads. Tariq, did you see the new fight announcements? We can easily go over them really quick. This guy says, see, when I tell you, sees. When I tell you, use, I'm not even remotely excited for Dustin versus Max. I was like, bro, I think that Dustin versus Max is going to be a banger. Let's go to Marcel. Really quick. Hang on. Kobe, what's good, bro? I saw you. Let me go to Marcel. Let's talk about the new fight announcements. I'm going to go to Marcel real quick and I'm going to pull you guys up. Yes, sir, Tariq Monkey. I hope you're having a great day, my guy. Ochoa's live. He fucked up dirt and bad. He did. But I feel like this is going to be crazy. He's going to have to defend a lot of takedowns. Also, Mabayev was looking good against Manel Cap. Obviously, I know he kept on getting the eye swap and, he did get dismantled. But I think also Mabayev is ready for this. I got Asu, man. Yeah, me too. Better have Albazi versus Kai France on there. Oh, yes. So, in store, what we have for today, we are going over the worst scorecards of all time. That is one that I did not have, but we can definitely, you know what, I'll bring it up. I'll make sure to bring it up right now. Hang on. That's actually a good one. What's good, Kobe? Kara, France. I got very good scorecards. Albazi, Oh, by the way, you put me onto MMA Decisions. MMA Decisions is actually very good. Kai Kara France versus Amil Albazi, MMA Decisions. All right, we're going to go over it. I have it tabbed up. All right, so let's go over this really quick, though. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let's go over the Hernanov. Let me check it really quick. All right, let me catch up really quick, guys. What's good? What's good? Islam as number 1 is pathetic. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. If Islam can beat JDM, keep him at number 1. If he loses, he drops all the way down to number 5, top 10. Thought you were taking a hiatus. Dude, MMA... Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to be too loud, but if you guys don't know, I did not know how to spell hiatus. Hiatus, right? So I asked somebody, I was like, hey, I thought you were taking a hiatus, and I accidentally wrote hideous. However you spell it. So it said, I thought you were taking a hideous. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why would I... MMA came out, so I hope you're having a great day, my guy. That was my fault. My spelling is hideous. If you don't know, now you know. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's good, Hernanov? Let me check the DM that you sent me right now. But guys, if you want to see the clip, I can timestamp for it. I can get you the timestamp. Yes, Hernanov. So Charles Johnson was pissed. Charles Johnson says, so the dude who stopped my 4-fight win streak just popped on steroids. I'm not surprised. Yes, a sample might have been clean during fight week. These guys are scientists. Now, what about my opportunities? Half of my pay, peace of mind. I need more infill. Where's the B sample? Hernanov, shout out to Hernanov. He sent me this. Charles Johnson is pissed. All right, now let's go to the fight announcements, and then we're going to get into the scorecards. Drop a like, guys, if you guys haven't already. Dude, I was like, bro, wait, did I really spell hideous, bro? What is wrong with me, bro? 4-1 Kai Kara France, better scorecard than 3-2 Albazi. I have to rewatch it, but I will say MMA Decisions is a very good website. Yeah, MMA Decisions, good source to see how that fight went. Facts. All right, so let's go over the new fight announcements very quick. I'm not going to lie, I did get a little bit. I was like, damn, bro, I'm an idiot for that. Guys, we got Elise Pereira. This is not Alex Pereira's sister, but this is a 19-year-old who is a very good athlete fighting Mazerat Rendon. I think this is going to be a very good fight. I think Elise should be able to win that fight. At UFC Noche, they're stacking up UFC Noche. We got Edgar Chairez versus Alessandro Costa in a banger fight. I think maybe Edgar Chairez can win this fight. It's a very close fight, though. Carlos Prates versus Jeff Neal. This is as good as it gets. I think this is what they should have done instead of Prates versus Gary. But obviously, it was on short notice. So shout out to Prates for Gary for taking that on short notice. Mayra Bueno Silva is out. Jocelyn Edwards will fight Priscilla Cachoeira. This is going to be a very good fight. I think Jocelyn Edwards' run is going to be very good. She's racking up a good amount of wins. Sorry, Hernanov, I didn't mean to leak our DMs. And then we got also Mabayev, Jose Ochoa, and this guy. This guy's very new. Marcus Bucheda Almeida. He's making his UFC debut. Welcome to the UFC, my guy. Let's go. Charles Johnson always complaining. That's actually facts. That's actually facts. Johnson's the type of guy to lose a split decision, and he's the type of guy to complain on Twitter the next day. So that's actually facts. Monster Rack Rendon. Let's go. So, enough gish galloping. Let's get into the worst scorecards of all time. You guys are going to rank the scorecards. I'm going to have a tier, not a tier list, but I'm going to give you guys 4 options on a poll, and you guys tell me if this is a decently good scorecard. It was the right call. This is a terrible call. And this one was alright, but I wouldn't say the best. So, we're going to start it off. Obviously, there's a lot of news. If you guys want to talk about something else, let me know. UFC 318 we could talk about as well. We're going to start it off with Curtis Blades versus Rusvan Kunayev. We're going to start it off here. I'm going to ask you guys what you guys think of this scorecard. Was it a good scorecard? Obviously, as we get more and more deeper, it's going to be more and more interesting. I bet you guys are probably... I hope I got some good fights that you guys forgot about. And then you're like, oh, okay, I remember about that one. But let's go. Let's do it. Blades and Kunayev. Blades versus Kunayev. Now, this one, it depends on what you value. Do you value control? Do you think that this was a very good scorecard? I'm going to put very good scorecard. Let me try to see how I would put it. Very good scorecard. Mid. Terrible. And then wrong call. Okay, so very good scorecard is good. Mid is alright. Terrible is completely terrible scorecard, and then wrong call is the completely wrong call. I like the one that Kobe gave me. Kai Kara-France and Albazi. That's a very good one as well. I see right here. This is actually disgusting, man. 1, 2, 3. The first, second, and third round to Albazi is absolutely atrocious. But, look, we got Ben Cartridge, Eric Colin, and Darylyn Ransom. So, they gave Blaze the first round, and then one of the judges gave the second and third to Kunaev. This one right here, they gave Blaze the first. All judges gave the Blaze the first, but it's just about the third round. And how do you rate it? Do you give Blades or Kunaev the third round? What do you think? I remember when I watched this one back, I was like, I don't know about this, but, you know, Blaze was able to get him on the back. He was able to have a little bit of control. But I don't know if you guys would value that over what Kunaev was able to do. You know, he was actually landing the heavier shots. And I wouldn't be, I had Blaze, but I wouldn't have been upset if Kunaev got the decision. I was actually very surprised that they favored the American, considering I believe that was in, I don't know where this fight was. Oh, Baku. I thought they were going to favor the other guy, Kunaev. But let me know what you guys think, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Was this a good one? I'll give you guys the ones that we have. So I'll let you guys know the ones that we have. We got Amir Albazi versus Kai Kara-France, Renat Fakhretdinov, Carlos Leo, Marian Santos, Francis Marshall, Cyril Gane, Alexander Volkov, Alexander Pantoja, Brandon Moreno. If you guys remember, one judge gave it 2, 3, 4, 5. He gave Moreno 4 rounds to 1. Ben Cartridge. And this is the same guy who gave Kunaev round 2 and 3. So I don't know if he was on one. I don't know. But this guy had Moreno winning the second round, the third round, the fourth round, and the fifth round. 49-46. And he only had Pantoja winning the first. That is actually insane. Alright, so let me know what you guys got. Let me know what you guys got. I was actually watching Bodak play Destiny. Bodak always has some pretty good games. So I think I might test it out, Destiny. I never played that game, but I think it'll be a very good one. Obviously, we got UFC 318 while you guys are voting. Holloway vs. Poirier 3. 14 fight card. You guys know that this is less than 2 weeks away. Roman Kopylov, Paulo Costa. Let's hope Costa doesn't pull out. Ige Pitbull, Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber as the co-main event is a little bit lackluster. But I think all in all, overall, this is going to be a very good card. Kyler Phillips versus Vinicius Oliveira. A banger fight to have on the prelims. Let me check. Francisco Prado versus Nikolai. I don't know if he's making his... I don't think he's making his debut. No, he didn't. He lost. But we'll see if he can get his first dub in the UFC. And then we got a great way to open it. I don't know if this is going to open up the card. I'm not sure. But Bruno Ferreira versus Jackson McVeigh. I think that's going to be an absolute banger as well. So let's go. What's up? What's good, Tariq Monkey? What's good, Halftime, my guy? What's good? I hope you're having a great day, my guy. I figured I'd go live. I know I was a little bit late. But it's better late than never. What we're doing today, we're going over the worst scorecards in UFC history. Right now, we're starting it off with a little bit something light. We're starting off with light. Kunaev versus Blades. Did you think that this was a good scorecard? It was mid. It was terrible. Let me know what you think, bro. Juice Man. He says, damn, what happened to Gio? So if you guys don't know, there was a little bit of an instance where there was like a back and forth and there was like a beef. And there was an instance where Juice is referring to where Giuliano hopped on a panel and some people thought it was a good idea. Some people thought it was a bad idea. So that's what he's referring to. Juice, I don't know. I thought, you know, I can see where you're coming from, Juice. But let me know if you want to if you got any questions about that. I think 318 is trash because the best card just happened and everyone else is booked. Yeah, I know. But don't worry. After 318, we'll get UFC 319 and then it'll be better than ever. Before you know it, Hamza vs. Dricus is on the way. Alright, guys, we're going to go to the next fight. You guys have picked that it was a mid scorecard. I agree with this one. No matter who won, I thought it was a sloppy fight. I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have been as upset if Kunaev won. I can see an argument for Kunaev winning the third round. But if you favor control, then the judges did the right idea. Pepino, what's good, my guy? I hope you're having a great day. Currently, we're going over the worst scorecards of all time. Right now at number one. Well, not number one, but the last one we're going up the ladder is Curtis Blaydes versus Rizvan Kunaev. Get your vote in if you didn't already. It seems like the people's pick is mid. I think it's correct as well. But I agree, Tariq Monkey. I agree, my guy. Lucas Tracy was live, and I was actually happy to see that. I used to watch Lucas Tracy so much, bro. I was naughty gang for Lucas Tracy. Gio took that L and hasn't been back online. He will be back. He will be back, guys. Like I say, like how a lot of people say, you bounce back. It's about how you bounce back from that L. You're gonna take an L. Eventually, you're gonna take an L. It's how you bounce back from that L. Okay, that was a robbery for sure. Kunai won. Look, see. This is why this is a very good segment. I didn't come up with the idea, but somebody gave me a very good idea, and I was like, you know what? I got some very good cards that I think a lot of people will have mixed emotions about. LMAO, though, these clowns expose themselves, only fuck with useless experts, Orange Cap Princess, and my Ninja KZ channel. Let's go. I will say that's actually a very big community. Now that I'm looking at it, we got myself, we got experts, Orange Cap Princess, Ninja, KZ, excuse me. We got so many people in the game. I even there's somebody called Bodak Show, the Bodak Show. And his name is Bodak, but dude, I like watching his lives as well. Kunaev should be ranked. That's why the division sucks. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What's good, Barry? I hope you're having a great day, my guy. What did you think about the new fight announcements? If you've seen any of them. Even Blaze scored it for Kunaev. Yeah, Blaze was a little bit surprised, but I gave the control. I had Blaze in a parlay. I did have Ignacio Bahamondes in that parlay as well, so that one. But I had the over 2.5 in one other parlay, so I was happy that Blaze won, but I gave Blaze the third round because of control, because he was holding him from the back and controlling him kind of like Taurus Finney. KZ. LOL, these judges crazy. Yeah, now we're going to go to the next one, guys. The next one, I think this is going to be a very good one. Amir Albazi defeats Kai Kara France. Do you guys think that this was a good scorecard? Even if you don't remember the fight, we're just gonna, go off of the top of your head. What do you think? Do you remember that this was a robbery? Do you remember a lot of people complaining? What did you guys think? Kai Kara versus Amir Albazi was. So it's gonna be good score. Pepino, I hope you're having a great day, bro. I hope everybody's having a great day, guys. Good scorecard. Mid. I wish I had a tier list of this, guys. I should have created one. Terrible. And then worst of the worst. Alright, guys, get your votes in. So, Michael Bell, Saul Diamanto, and Chris Lee. So, I had a Kai Kara France. I gave Kai Kara France this fight, but look at this. One judge, Michael Bell, he gave Albazi 1-2, right? He gave Albazi the second and third round, and then he gave Kai Kara France the first, fourth, and fifth. And this is the scorecard that I agree with. Michael Bell, shout out to Mike Bell. Now, Saul Diamanto, I don't know what Saul Diamanto is doing, bro. He gives the first round to Albazi, the second round to Albazi, and the third round to Albazi. I gave the second and third to Albazi because he was controlling Kai Kara. But, bro, the first round, I don't know if you can give the first round to Albazi. Then this judge gives the second, third, and fourth round to Albazi. The judges were all over the place in this fight. If you guys want me to zoom in, I can definitely zoom in if you guys, want the numbers to be a little bit bigger. But the fact that this judge gave the fourth round to Albazi was atrocious. I gave Kai Kara France the first, fourth, and fifth. There's no way you can give Albazi the fourth and fifth, in my honest opinion. So Chris Lee, I don't know what Chris Lee is thinking. Larry CTM, what's good, my guy? You got a new profile picture. Let me click on your thing. Oh, is that Joshua Van, bro? Bro, look at Larry's profile picture, bro. Bro, look at Larry's profile picture, bro. Bro, that's actually a good profile picture, bro. Shout out to Larry, bro. Shout out to Larry, my guy. Joshua Van, King Vaughn. Let's go. King Van. Oh, yo. I saw a game plan. I think KZ uploaded a game plan. He was like, this is the game plan for Joshua Van. And it's like, Polly steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Yeah, let's go. That was a robbery for sure. Yeah, it depends on what you give. If you value control, if you value something. Oh, yeah, Baby Sharp. Yeah, Baby Sharp is cool. Shout out to Baby Sharp. Did you see Parlay Princess was the least profitable predictor for favorites? Damn, KZ, chill, KZ. He's gonna chill. Parlay's gonna come over here, bro. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna click the live. He's gonna be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? I did see it, bro. I have it right here. bro, this is exactly why I did not want to be on the prediction tracker, bro. I did not want to be on the prediction tracker because of this, bro. This is exactly why. But he actually did track my picks. He tracked last week's picks, the pay-per-view. But Larry, all the people who have joined in, guys, we're currently going over scorecards that we think were robberies or scorecards that we think were controversial. So let us know if you have any idea, any scorecard that comes up to mind. I'll bring it up. MMA decisions comes in clutch. Yeah, bro, I did have it ready, bro. I had it ready. Bro, I was watching this entire thing, bro. Look. If we go over here, look. I was like, bro, I lost you guys 151 bucks. Look. Oh, fuck. I got an ad right here. Hang on, we're gonna skip the ad. But I was like, bro, I lost you guys 151 bucks. Damn. Look. I don't know if you can see me. I'm right here. So I'm right here, right? And then when we look at the thing, it says minus 151, 13.75, 711, 63.5. I was like, damn. I'm glad Moreno beat the shit out of Albazi for that robbery. Yeah, facts, Ivan. I actually forgot about that fight. You on there now? Yeah, but I didn't send them. I don't... If he can already get the picks and I don't have to send them, because the thing about me, I don't really want to send them every weekend through email. But if he can already get them, then I'll be in it. Parlay a whole sucker, but that's my ball. Bro, chill, bro. Damn. Mid is crazy. Thought it was solid. Wouldn't have been mad if they gave it to Kunaev. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Ivan. I was like, bro, I wouldn't have been mad if they gave it to Kunaev because it depends on what they value, you know, especially them being in Baku. Larry, that's actually a banger profile picture. I'm just saying, bro, yeah, facts. If you want, we can go over it, KZ. You actually are known for being very consistent. You're on there now, yeah, Pepino. Unfortunately, there's going to be one night where it's like, and the most unprofitable predictor, and I'm going to be number one. Parlay a whole suck, yeah, fact. Well, Parlay's pretty chill. Dude, the thing about Parlay, bro, is he chases dogs. He chases underdogs. If you chase underdogs, you're not going to have that much success in picking favorites. When I was watching the video and I saw Parlay, I was like, no, not the homie Parlay. Yeah, it's okay, though. It happens. But, guys, get your votes in, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Terrible. Kai Car Francie, I think this one was terrible. Gordon versus Patty, I'll bring it up. Let's go, Larry. What did you think about the show yesterday, Larry? Like, was it a good show? I was watching the show as well. I thought it was a pretty good show. Gordon... I forgot his name versus Patty. Oh, Jared Gordon. I'm going to give a big shout out to Kobe. I didn't know MMA decisions was a thing. I did not know MMA decisions was a thing. Alright, so we're going to do this one next. So right now we're in Albazi versus Kaikar France. We're going to end this poll. Exactly, always dog hunting. Also, you didn't voluntarily join it? No, I didn't join it. I was like, nah, I don't want to be in here. Hell nah. But I saw myself and I was like, okay, all right then, I'll be in it. But I don't want to send my picks but if I have to, I'll do it. I'm not going to complain. All right, so what do the people think? They think Amir Albazi versus Kaikar was a terrible scorecard. I agree. All right, so now we're going to do... Whoa. Paddy Pimblett. Okay. Paddy Pimblett defeats Jared Gordon. One judge gave Paddy Pimblett 1 and 2. One judge gave Paddy Pimblett 2 and 3. One judge gave Paddy Pimblett 1 and 2. So, in all, I can't give Paddy the third round. I cannot give Paddy the third round, no matter what. Yeah, KZ, if you're dog hunting, look, let's go over here. Obviously, this is just picks. It's the name of the game. But look, so this is least accurate favorites, right? So if you're number one, I hope Parlay doesn't see this, but if you're number one, 55 out of 89, that means you're hunting for dogs. You know, Dominic Reyes versus Nikita Krylov. You see that it's close, you pick the dog. What's another one? Royval, Joshua Van. You see that it's close, you pick the dog. I picked Royval as well over Joshua Van. What's another one that was close? Thiago Moises and Jared Gordon. I went Thiago Moises, but even that, like, those are the fights that matter. And the dogs. If you can get, like, Umar Sy versus Menenfield, that was a beautiful... I think Lucas Tracy was up there for, like, the most profitable. Did you send me something, Hernanov? Let me check. Oh, yeah, bro. That Islam Makhachev has a new blade. I don't know if I can show it, but he wrote his name on it. Very nice signature as well. Conor McGregor brings a fan in. Now, let's do the... Did I already do the poll? I didn't do the poll. Paddy versus Jared. Was it a robbery? I'll just put good call. Guys, drop a like if you guys haven't already, guys. Last time I'll ask for a good call. Mid. So the only reason why I don't think this was a good call is because the judges are all over the place. I think that the judges being all over the place, like Douglas Crosby, he gave Paddy Pimblett round... I mean, no, he didn't. Who's the one that gave Paddy Pimblett round 3? Chris Lee. Oh my gosh, Chris Lee, bro. Oh my gosh, he milked Jared Gordon. No ad block? I do, but I don't have it for, like, this. Like, I have an ad block for, like, the other things, like, for illegal streams, but I don't know how to get one for this. But I can definitely get one if you put me on. One bad... Yeah, Larry, that one's in stores. Should I just tell you guys the ones that I have in store? That one's in store. I got Renat Fakradinov, Carlos Leo, Marian Santos, Francis Marshall. I don't want to spoil it, but I do have Jairzinho, Rosenstrike, Davids, Tai Tuivasa. That one was a good one. What's the big deal? That shit destroys channels and marriages or what? Wait, what are we talking about? I forgot we were talking about halftime. That shit destroys channels and marriages. Oh, the prediction channel? Yeah, bro, that is going to cause a lot of wars. That's going to cause a lot of wars. I'm going to be... Bro, that's going to cause a lot of wars. That's actually facts. Wait, but it says favorite fighter picks only. It wasn't a good call because he lost. All right, Pepe. All right, bro. I think we... Bro, hang on. Alright, so let's do a review. Let's go do a review. Yeah, so Pepino's right. So wait, but it says favorite fighter picks only. It wasn't a good call because he lost. Facts. So this is the least accurate channel to pick favorites. So this is the worst channels that are picking favorites. But obviously of the last 6 months, not of entirety. So, the king, there's a throne for the king. The king has a throne and the king has a name. And the crown belongs to the champion. Parlay. Give me a $1 parlay. I'm going to need to make 1,000. See, I don't know about here, bro, because there's so many, especially for Nashville. There's Fatima Klein is a minus 1,100. The second one was for Paddy Gordon. Oh, damn. Parlay's catching strays. All right, where is it? Right here. The second one. Let me check. No. The second one was for Paddy versus Gordon. Because he lost. Wait. But if it says for favorite fighters, let me know, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a dumbass, bro. The other day I wrote hideous instead of hiatus. I didn't know how to spell it. I was like, bro. How do you spell hideous? Hiatus, hideous. I was like, bro, that's like a tongue twister. But let me know what you're talking about, Pepino. Are you talking about the second round? But guys, I thought that this was a pretty bad scorecard in my opinion. Because, I don't know. I thought this was a pretty bad scorecard because, bro, you can't give Paddy Pimblett round 3. You cannot give Paddy Pimblett round 3. Chris Lee, I don't know what you're doing, but I think Ron McCarthy, even round 2 was a little bit sketchy, but I do think round 1 and 2 go to Paddy. I don't know. Did you guys think that, you know, Jared Gordon should have won? What is it? The braids? Yeah, they're too tight. They're on too tight. Dude, there was this other time as well where, like, dude, I don't know why. Every time I try to type something, there's always something. Like, I forgot the other time. Like, I forgot what it was. I can't remember, but there was something else that I typed that was like, man, how the fuck could I type that wrong? All right, let's go. Renat Fakardinov versus Carlos Leal. We're all just gish galloping. Yeah, we're just gish galloping. We're just gish galloping. I think there was, oh, yo. I was like, yo. Man, I got cooked. I got cooked for saying that, bro. All right, so you guys mid. Oh, damn, this is a tie. Mid and terrible. I agree. That fight was pretty bad. Paddy had his chin up in the air, but I bet you if they run it now, maybe Paddy can win. Clearly, more clearly. We're not. Was this a robbery? You guys let me know. What do you guys think? Was this one a robbery? Good call. Good call. Mid. Terrible. And then we'll do... Alright, get your polls, get your votes in, guys. Get your votes in. Let me see if there's any news or anything new that we need to talk about. I'm going to check real quick. Let me just check. Give me 1 second. Bro, look at what somebody put it right now. Look, somebody put RIP my sweet prince. Why? Why did you put that on my feed? Bro, look at this guy's record, bro. Only 111 succeeded. Bro, 111 and 0. Bro, that is a crazy record. This guy has the same record as like Gerald Mearshart or Michael Johnson. All right, let me catch up. Oh, this should be one of the worst ones. No questions asked. Straight bias with the robbery. I believe this was in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, UFC Teixeira versus Holloway. Man, I didn't really like this card. Just because Ilya, he knocked out Holloway. But Leal was on steroids, so karma. So, guys, if I were to score this fight, I think, this is what I think. This is how I would score it. I would score it 30-27. 30-27. 30-27. 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Renat. I think this was one of the most clearest scorecards ever. I think this was just like the one of Torres Finney, Robert Valentin. You know, you could clearly give Torres Finney 2 rounds out of the 3. And I thought Renat Fakardinov was styling on him. You know, I thought he was going crazy. You know, he was actually looking amazing. And he actually, you know, I think Renat got dropped. I think Renat actually got dropped. I think he got dropped in this fight. I think he actually got dropped in this fight. I don't know if it was in the second round. I don't really remember this fight. But I do remember that a lot of people were pissed. A lot of people were pissed. I was like 30-27 Renat. I kept on saying that in somebody's chat. Let me look at the stats. Like, see if he got dropped or anything. Do you guys remember if he got dropped? Did he get dropped or... I don't remember if he got dropped. Oh, right here. I can see the stats. Renat. Let me click right here. Oh, shit. Renat was actually getting his ass whooped. Yeah, I know. Dude, it was actually funny, though. It was funny how everybody was so pissed. Decision round 3 time format. Mike Bell, 29. Look, one of the judges actually gave it 30. Dude, look at this guy. Look at the guy who gave it 30-27, bro. Hadi Muhammad Ali. Bro, that's definitely no bias. This guy gave it a 30-27, bro. That is the worst scorecard of all time. The worst. Renat Fakardinov landed 109-222. Carlos Leal, 106-246. Damn, this was actually pretty close. 119 to 236 total strikes, but it's judged by round. So now let's look at the rounds. This guy only got 2 takedowns out of 19 shots. This guy shot 19 times and he got 2 takedowns. And he got taken down by Carlos Leal. So per round, 24 to 53, 45, 44. So he wins by a little bit, but he shot 7 times. Had 2 minutes of control though. Round 2, 48 to 43, 37 out of 73, 44 to 94, 1 out of 4 takedowns, 25% takedown accuracy, 53 seconds of control. And then right here, how much minutes? Only 24 seconds of control. 52 out of 101, 51. But guys, I think a lot of people were, cause you know how Renat throws kind of crazy, how he goes like this, how he goes crazy. You know what? I was actually one of those guys who was like 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. But obviously you can't give it 30-27. There's no way you can actually get away with giving this 30-27. I think you can give Carlos Leal the second round and the third, but I don't think you can give him the first. No way you can give Carlos Leal the first round. No way. No way. Because it would have to be 29-28. If the correct scorecard. It would just have to be Leal winning the second and the third round. Michael Bell kind of had a good idea. 1-1 heading into the third. I think that was pretty fair. Alright, let's go. But facts. Facts, Casey. Facts. Bro, that was funny. Can't even keep a straight face? Yeah, I know. I'm capping. I'm lying off my ass. I'm lying. I'm like Kobe Covington when he got robbed by Joaquin Buckley. When he got cut open. Straight muscle bias? Yeah, facts. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next scorecard. I actually like how we pulled up these stats. Let me exit out of this. Let me exit out of this. Let me exit out of this. Oh, I shouldn't have exited out. Fuck. I'll leave him open. I'll leave him open. Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. This one was a fight where I am glad that I got the pick right, but did I deserve to get the pick right? I don't know if I deserve to get the pick right in all honesty. In reality, I do think that, from what I remember, I think Francis Marshall should have won this fight. Francis, I forgot what card it was on. It was on Pereira versus Ankalaev. Marshall versus... And then I believe Marion Santos ended up winning his next fight as well. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Excuse me. Bro, but it's actually... Sometimes it's funny to troll, but sometimes I know people get pissed. Good call. Mid. Terrible. Like, I remember this day, bro. I remember this day, bro, like if it was yesterday, bro. I can always remember a robbery. Like Armin Saryukin Gamrot. I don't really know if that was a robbery, but that was fair. Remember someone scored it? Oh, yes. Yo, you know what? You just reminded me. Let me pull that one up. Thank you. Thank you, Ivan. MMA decisions. Guys, it was hot today. It was hot today. So, one judge gave it 50-45. One judge... Alright. Dave Torelli. Dave Torelli gave Costa the first, second, third, fourth. I know why, though. I know why he gave him all 4 rounds. I know why. It's because Strickland, like, the jab... I don't know if you can count it as damage, but still, that's still a terrible scorecard. Terrible scorecard. I'm going to pull that one up. We'll do that one next. We'll do that one next. I think that's a good one. All right, so Marion Santos defeats Francis Marshall. Honestly, this fight right here, I thought that this one was a little bit questionable. 30-27 automatically is wrong. 30-27, wrong. Just like the last one, Carlos Leal, Renat Facardino. If you can't give Carlos Leal all 3 rounds, no way, Jose. One thing about this is I think 29-28 is the very good scorecard, either or. But I will say I can't give... Marion Santos the 3rd round. I don't know. I remember it being 1-1, and I remember typing in the chat 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. And then, like, I remember some people were like, nah, 2-0. There's no way it's 1-1. It's definitely 2-0. But, I think this guy controlled him for, like, over a whole entire round, from what I'm remembering. Let me look up the stats. I think Marion Santos got controlled and he got dropped. I think Marion Santos got dropped in the first round. Per round, knockdowns. Where's the knockdowns? Oh, he didn't get dropped. He didn't get dropped. How much did he get controlled for? 35 seconds, 122. Damn, he didn't really get control. I don't know. I remember thinking, damn, get up, Marion Santos. Get up. Get up. You got to get up. Like, I remember, like, Marion Santos, what are you doing? Like in the striking department, he was looking bad. Like, the wrestling, he was looking bad. 60% takedown defense. So, he got 3 out of 5. So, he did get taken down, but... Oh, right here in the first round, he got control for 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Yeah, so I can't give him the first round. Oh, wait, overall, though. This is overall. Overall, he got 2 minutes and 35 seconds of control. So, maybe... 19 out of 36. Francis Marshall. So, you got to give Marion Santos the second round. But the third round is where it gets dicey. 41 to 76. And also, remember, not every strike is the same. Some strikes are more damaging in the criteria than others. Francis Marshall gets 1 takedown, controls him for 38 seconds. 25% significant strike accuracy. 15 out of 58. 21 out of 51. 41 of 76. I don't know. I just remember a bunch of people. This is one of those ones where I was like, okay, I can see why Francis Marshall won. Remember someone scored it for Costa against Strickland. Facts. I love watching tape, seeing Brooklyn Renz. Is that, I think that's, I think I know which one this one is. I think I know. Shout out to KZ, man. KZ's been coming in clutch. KZ, you uploaded a very good short. I believe one of your shorts already has 1 million views. Yeah, Brooklyn Run. Yes, Brooklyn Run is actually very good. Shout out to Brooklyn Run. Very good. Very, very good personality. All right. So, let me know what you guys think. Terrible scorecard. The only thing is, I don't know what rounds I can give Marion Santos. I don't know if I can give him... I can give him the second round. Every judge gave him the second round except for Derek, clearly. But I don't know if I can give him the third round. Majority of people, media scorecards, 28-29 Marshall, 29-28 Marshall, 29-28 Marshall, 29-28 Marshall, 30... Damn! This guy from Sherdog had it 30-27. This guy had it 30-27, Francis Marshall. I don't know. I don't know if you can give it 30-27. I'll be back. What's good, bro? MMA Heated, what's good, bro? I hope you're having a great day. Give me 1 second. What's good, bro? How you been? I've been good, bro. Right now, we're currently just going over the worst scorecards of all time. One thing I will say is, if you have any scorecards that you remember where you're like, what was that scorecard? Let us know. I'll bring it up. So now, we're moving on. Mid, I agree. We're moving on. KZ. Alright, let's go. Sean Strickland defeats Paulo Costa. One judge. You know what this fight reminds me of? This fight reminds me of this fight right here. The Alexander Pantoja, Brandon Moreno. Because one judge gave 4 rounds to Moreno. One judge gave 4 rounds to Costa. No. Not one judge gave it 4 rounds to Costa. I read that completely wrong. Correct me, guys. Strickland, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 45. Oh, yeah, one judge did give it. Look, he gave 1, 2, 3, 4. He gave the first, second, third, fourth, all to Paulo Costa. I got my lock of the week for 318. Let us know what it is. Let us know what it is, my guy. I actually got to drop a lock of the week video, too. You actually just reminded me. Fuck. Vinicius Oliveira by decision. Damn. That's actually a good one. I believe he's fighting, I forgot who he's fighting. I have it pulled up right here. He's fighting Kyler Phillips. I think he could finish Kyler. But Kyler's very tough. Yeah, Vinicius Oliveira by decision. Lock. Alright, where is this card right here? Let's go. Strickland versus Costa. Strickland versus Costa. put worst of the worst. After, we'll obviously get right back into it, and I'll obviously bring up everything, but I will say, I think I'm going to drop my Lock of the Week video tonight. Fuck it. I think I'm going to drop it tonight. Let's go. What do you think about Qatar versus Garcia? Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. I think I saw you saying, where is it? Tapology. I think you're, KZ, are you on Qatar? Excuse me. KZ, are you on Qatar? If so, I can see why. I'm on Steve Garcia. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat. So I'm on Steve Garcia. I have Steve Garcia to win by decision. I got Steve Garcia by decision. I think Steve Garcia should be able to win this fight, but I'm banking on Steve Garcia being able to mix in some wrestling. I know Steve Garcia is not known for his wrestling as well. And against Carl Nelson, I believe he was getting controlled very hard. Calvin Kattar's he's being overlooked because he's on a 4-fight losing skid. One of his most competitive bouts, obviously Josh Emmett, but most recent was 4 months ago against the Law. He took the 3rd round. I can see Qatar taking the 3rd round off of Steve Garcia. But I'm banking on Garcia to be able to win the 1st and 2nd. And then maybe get tired and play the back foot. Because Qatar sometimes has issues cutting the cage. But what do you think, KZ? I'm not sure yet. I got to go, brother. It's 2 a.m. for me, but enjoy the stream. Bro, you're good, bro. Thank you for even coming in. Thank you for even coming in, my guy. Let's go. You know, you just gave me a good idea, bro. So thank you so much. Because tomorrow I'm going to have to be busy. So I think I might just drop my Lock of the Week tonight. So let's go. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next one. Well, get your votes in first, guys. Get your votes in. So right now, obviously we got Strickland, Costa. We got all these fights. But I will say, I think my timing was a little bit too late. I think I went a little bit live too late. But, obviously before anything, if you're giving anything other than 50-45 or 49-46, I think this is a bad scorecard. Because maybe you can give Costa the 1st round. One judge gave Costa the 5th round. No, excuse me. All judges gave Strickland the 5th round. But if you are going to give Costa 1 round, I'd say it's round 1. I think it's round 1. I think round 1 makes the most sense. I just don't see Steve Garcia having the same footwork as uses the law to stay safe. Qatar can punish Steve for his aggression. Yeah. And KZ, you had a very good read on Teixeira Lebekov versus Azad. Dude, Tagir looked bad in that fight. Well, I mean, he looked alright. But from a guy who's supposed to be from Habib's side, I thought that was actually a pretty bad performance from Tagir. So I can definitely see, like, a controversial decision over here. It might even be split. It might even be a split decision. It might even be 29-28 split Kattar, 29-28 split Garcia. And for the winner by split, Steve Garcia. I like Steve Garcia's price tag, though. I will say that. I like Steve Garcia's price tag. Or he's totally washed. Yeah. You know, I'm wondering if Qatar has any injuries. If he has any injuries in his knees. If he's okay. You know, because he did blow out his knee against Arnold Allen. All right, so let's go. Pantoja versus Moreno. Let's just forget the poll. Pantoja versus Moreno. I think this is going to be a very good one to go over as well. Obviously, I'm going to come back with a tier list. I'll come back on Tuesday. I'll come back better than ever. But obviously, we got Pantoja defeats Brandon Moreno in a fight where I thought that this was a little bit crazy. Tagir, that is. or he's totally washed. For a minus 400, he didn't look great. Facts. A little bit of a sweat, too. Right here, some judge gave Alexander Pantoja versus Brandon Moreno. One judge gave Moreno rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which I thought that was pretty atrocious, honestly, and all in all. Obviously, it's all up to... Okay, so Pantoja wins round 1 without a doubt. It was very dominant, if not the most clearest round. I don't really remember round 2, but I guess you can give Moreno round 2. But round 3, I don't know how you can give Moreno round 3. And then round 5, I gave to Pantoja. So I gave Pantoja round 1, 3, and 5. The fact that I'm giving Pantoja round 1, 3, and 5, though, is being generous. Only because he dropped him. Because if he didn't drop him, I wouldn't have been able to give him the 3rd round. I believe he dropped him in the 3rd round and dropped him in the 5th round. So him being able to drop him was what made the difference, in my opinion. Let me look up the stats for this fight. Let me look it up. You know, that actually gave me a very good idea. That actually gave me such a good idea. UFC Volkanovski versus Rodriguez. Per round. So look, I believe Pantoja gets a knockdown. He knocks him down in round 1. So he knocks him down in round 1. Damn, he didn't knock him down again. For some reason, I thought he knocked him down in the 5th round, but maybe it was Moreno slipping. Maybe he was slipping all over the place and his body language wasn't the best. But I gave Pantoja rounds 1, 3, and 5. He had 3 minutes of control in round 4, but he still lost that round 3, 2 minutes of control. But Moreno was putting up the pace, 31-48. I remember Pantoja was tired that round. He was tired. So I think this was a good scorecard overall, but I feel like the judge that gave Moreno rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean 2, 3, 4. Let me go back. The judge that gave 2, 3, 4, and 5 is absolutely insane. I thought Moreno won watching it live. Me too. But I was like, okay, if he got dropped, I cannot give him the round. If he got dropped, I can't give him the round. Let me check really quick, guys. Give me 1 second. If he got dropped, bro, there's no way I can give him the round. There's no way. The first round. But you know, even if he got dropped, he could still came back. But obviously, you have to do an insane amount of damage or 10-8 or something. Now this is one that I was like, all right, we're gonna leave it with this one. I do think that this is a good way. You know, I was actually gonna go to 2 hours, but I figured that I actually ended up going live late, and I'm gonna do my 6 best bets and lock of the week video tonight. And I should have done that earlier, but I think that's a very good idea because I'm not gonna be able to go live tomorrow. So this is gonna be the last one. Ciryl Gane defeats Alexander Volkov. Of course, we got moneyline later. It's going to be an absolute bang. Moneyline's going to be absolute banger. But I will say, this one, I thought that this one, Volkov should have won this fight. They gave Gane the 1st and 2nd. One judge gave Gane the 1st, then gave Volkov the 2nd and 3rd. One judge gave Gane the 1st and 2nd, and then obviously Volkov the 3rd. Volkov definitely won the 3rd round. More than definitely, he won the 3rd round. I believe it was with control. Let me go back to the stats. Let's see how this one was. So if we have to judge it per round. 16-32, 50%, 71% for Volkov, 16 out of 32, 25 out of 35. You know, Volkov was actually having a lot of success in the significant strikes. He was actually landing a lot more and at a higher accuracy. But Ciryl Gane was more cleaner. He was landing the jab, you know, that in and out style. 24-39, 22-45, 61 for Ciryl Gane. A little bit more of a clearer round for Ciryl Gane, 24-39. So I think you can give him the 2nd round, but I believe he got controlled. Oh, this is the first scorecard. This is the first scorecard. The second one. Hang on. I went to the wrong one. I forgot that they fought 2 times. Bro, the first time that they fought, Ciryl Gane actually whooped him. Alright, so this is the one. He controls him for about... Okay, Volkov controlled him for 1 minute 34. Ciryl Gane controlled him for 1 minute 38, but... Oh, yeah, for 3 minutes, yeah. You cannot give Ciryl Gane the 3rd round. There's no way. You cannot give Ciryl Gane the 3rd round. No way in hell you can give Ciryl Gane the 3rd round. But I will say... I gotta rewatch it back. I do think Ciryl Gane won the 2nd round. I do think. He did get... I believe he got taken down. Or no, he didn't get taken down at all. He got a takedown himself. I can give Ciryl Gane the 2nd round. At least the 2nd round. Obviously, we got Ciryl Gane versus Alexander Volkov. The 1st round, he got in control for 1 minute 34. This is actually insane, bro. This is actually insane. Now that I'm looking at it, you can give Volkov the 1st round as well. Damn. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's only by 5 strikes. I mean, I guess 1 minute and 38 seconds of control. But then at the same time, they cancel out. They cancel each other out. I don't know. Honestly, I would have to give Ciryl the first and second. There's no way I can give him the third round. Maybe you can give Alexander Volkov the second and third, but I don't know. And then, guys, I had Christian Rodriguez versus Isaac Dalgurian. I believe Isaac Dalgurian had the first and second round. And then he still managed to lose this fight because he got 10-8'd in the third round. Honestly, I could have gave this fight to Isaac Dalgurian. The fact that he won the first and second, I could have gave it to him. Had a 10-8, 10-20, that'll be 28. And then since he had a 8, 9, 10, that'll be 27. So one judge had a 28-27, Isaac Dalgurian. Then one judge had a 28-27, so they didn't give him the second round. But I thought Isaac Dalgurian could have still won the second round. But it seems like only one judge gave Isaac Dalgurian the second round. Only one judge gave Isaac Dalgurian the first and second. Every other judge gave C-Rod the second and third. I could have easily, I could have gave Isaac the first and second, but if he got 10-8'd, KZ, I think I went live too late. But KZ, I got a good idea, so I'll be back. I'll definitely be back, guys. I'll be back. Obviously, this is the last scorecard that I have. Jairzinho Rozenstruik defeats Tai Tuivasa. This is the last one. I thought that this one was actually pretty funny. I think the judge got I think he got fired after. Or I think he got kicked out. But one judge gave it 30-27 Tai Tuivasa. Bro, this is actually atrocious. 30-27 Tai Tuivasa is insane. But obviously, in all, it's all up to however you want to, subjectively. Technically, he can make a point. But obviously, if it's very clear, it's very clear. And this one was one where it was like, hell no. Hell no. Rozenstruik, I thought he won the first, second, and third, but it was so boring because Rozenstruik is not able to finish Tai Tuivasa, and Tai is a little bit too strong for his own good. I can't believe that one judge even gave the first round to Tai Tuivasa. This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But obviously, all in all, I do think that Rozenstruik should have won 30-27. He's no longer in the UFC. So, that's it. Casey O'Neill versus Roxanne. I believe this one was another judge scorecard that was actually crazy. Obviously, this one might not be that controversial. Let me, hang on, let me turn this on. Robert Alexander, so one judge gave Roxanne the second round. They all gave her the second round, right? But Casey O'Neill won the first and second. I don't know. I remember a lot of people going crazy about this fight. I remember a lot of people going like, no way Casey O'Neill won that fight. There's no way. How are you going to war with Roxanne? That shouldn't even happen. Let me go to the sets. Let's go per round. Tai's stomach looks like a nursing dog. That's actually true. Same with Augustus Sakai. I remember when Augustus Sakai fought Rozenstruik. That was a war. That was a very good fight. So look. Round 1. 44-135. 72-130. So you can give it to Casey O'Neill, the round 1. Then 35-118, 29, 86-142, but significant total. Oh, this is significant. Total strikes 40, 86. So Casey had the volume. And then right here, I don't know. I definitely gave Roxanne the third round. I gave it the third round. Obviously, numbers don't tell it all. But obviously, it's up to you how you want to score it, obviously. And a lot of these scorecards can be subjective. So, I'm going to do a quick recap. And then I'll be back. I'll upload my 6 best bets in lock of the week today. So, normally I go to the 2 hour, but because we got the 6 best bets, I just got that idea for MMA Heated. I'm gonna drop it tonight. So, let's go. I'm gonna do a quick recap, and then I'm gonna shout you guys all out. So let's go. Obviously, we had Renat Fakardina. Let's go over the scorecards. I believe we had. Let me see. So, we had Aso Mabayev, Jose Ochoa. We did that poll. We had Blades versus Kunaev. The people said that it was a mid scorecard. We had Kai Kara versus Albazi. The people said that it was terrible. We had Patty versus Jared. The people said that it was terrible mixed with mid. Renan versus Carlos Leo. One of the most clearest ones. You guys said it was terrible. I agree. I was trolling a little bit. Francis Marshall, Marian Santos. It's mid and terrible in between. In between. Sorry, guys. It's thundering. It's thundering. My dog's scared of the thunder. Strickland versus Costa. This one, we didn't get any people's thing. But I will say, we obviously have these as well. We went over Marian Santos, Francis Marshall, Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa, Alexander Pantoja, Brendan Moreno, Cyril Gane, Alexander Volkov, Christian Rodriguez, Isaac Dalgurian, and Jairzinho Rosenstrike tied to Avasa. So Huber plus Holland, lock of the week, lock of the year, Braden. Braden's coming in hot. Let's go. Hey, Uselyis just dropping in like you got big competition tonight. Lucas Tracy live and damn. Well, you know what? I think that's what it is, Rob G. That's what it is because, bro, tonight has been crazy. I did push it a little bit because I was supposed to be live a little bit earlier. You guys know my schedule, but obviously I did push it. But I'm gonna drop my 6 best bets and lock of the week today because I'm not gonna be able to do it tomorrow. So I'll definitely be here. I was gonna go to the 2 hour. But I'm about to wrap up. I'm going to give you guys a quick shout out. But guys, I'll always be back. I'll try to maybe sneak one in on Tuesday, next Tuesday. Tetas, let's go, Pepino, let's go. I'm going to give you guys a quick shout out and then I'm going to head out. But I hope you guys enjoy, guys. I hope you guys enjoy every single one of these lives, guys. Obviously, I normally would go live to the 2 hour. But obviously, I got to cut it short because I got a video to drop tonight. So, shout out to KZ, shout out to Too Lit MMA, shout out to Tariq, shout out to Colby, shout out to Hernanov, shout out to my guy Pepino, Barry McCrockiner, Halftime, let's go, my guy, Larry CTM, Ivan, Pepino, Larry CTM with the Joshua Van, King Van. That's actually crazy. Ivan, MMA Heated was the one that actually gave me the idea. Rob G, Braden, Pepino, let's go. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to update my prediction video. So let's go. I'm going to give you guys my lock of the week tonight. Let's go. Peace. Hey. Peace. Hey. Have a good one. God bless. Hernanov.